What's up guys, Houndish here, and oh boy, are Bungie spoiling us today. So we've had a bunch of new Shadowkeep information today. In this video though, we get a new trailer for Season of the Undying, so that's pretty different, very cinematic trailer. But on top of this, as well as the new gameplay we got earlier on today, there is another Shadowkeep trailer itself. So we get to see a whole bunch of new gear, and Bungie have posted a new press release, and so we've got plenty of stuff to talk about in this video, guys. As always, if you enjoy it, a rating below really helps me out, but otherwise, let's jump straight into it. Now, with so much stuff to talk about, it's kind of hard to know what to touch on first. Of course, Bungie have been on stage at opening night live for Gamescom, and I'm going to run the clip right here alongside the new Season of the Undying trailer. I think for this one it's better to hear what the Bungie devs have to say, and also, in the background there, you'll notice some new Shadowkeep or Season of the Undying music, which sounds pretty neat. And this is followed by that awesome trailer. I will timestamp these down below, but otherwise check this out.
Hi guys.
How's it going, Jeff Keighley?
Things are going well. You guys are very well branded here. Come on up. So let's talk about Destiny 2. First of all, the newly independent Bungie. It's so cool that you guys are releasing this on your own now. And as your shirt says, Shadowkeep is coming October 1. So we're going back to the moon, but tell us a bit about what we can expect from this expansion.
Yeah, well, Shadowkeep is our new expansion. Like you said, come out October 1st. It involves the return of a character we haven't seen in a while, Eris Morn, one of the beloved characters from Destiny 1. Yeah. Now, Eris has gone on looking around in the moon, and from Destiny 1 also, and has discovered something horrible that has unleashed nightmares for all Guardians to come back and battle. So it's the moon, but it's totally transformed by the Hive. There's some new spaces that you've never seen before, and then there's spaces that you think look familiar but have been totally reimagined.
Wow. Now, you guys are also changing kind of the business of Destiny a little bit in how you're approaching it. Free to play, and obviously, First Light to be able to jump in. Tell us a bit about that and how that's going to change or affect the game.
Yeah, New Light is definitely the best time to start Destiny, not only because it's free to download, but because the player very quickly is going to unlock the game. So if you want to jump in and play campaigns, no problem, we got you covered. You want to fire team up, jump into Crucible, jump into Gambit, play co-op strikes. It's all available right off the bat.
Wow, very cool.
Then cross-save,
yes.
You can play your Guardians on any platform you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cross-save coming online, which everyone's excited about. And Armor 2.0, there's so much in this game which everyone wants to know about. But tonight, I know you guys prepared a little bit of news for folks on the season that's starting. Of the Undying, so who's dead that needs to come back to life?
Well, I'm very lucky because I get to work on one of the teams that focuses on seasons, which means we're keeping Destiny fresh all the time. It's always a great time to jump in. Yeah. And this fall, while your Guardians are going to the moon to confront nightmares, the Vex are bringing the fight to us. Okay, the Vex. Well, let's check it out. You guys have a little story trailer here to set it up, right?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. All right, well, let's check it out. A brand new trailer for Destiny 2 Shadowkeep from Bungie. We appreciate them putting this together. Check it out.
We say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. The gateways have opened. The Vex are coming.
So right there, that new trailer was really, really cool. Of course, we see the Vex kind of awakening somewhere and then moving through the portal into the Black Garden. I really love the Vex, man. It kind of reminds me of the oldest vanilla D1 stuff. But something really cool about this as well. Some of these cinematics were actually leaked back towards the end of Destiny 1. I say leaked, they were part of kind of a showreel by the company that helped to put them together, but we have seen some of these cinematics a very long time ago. Obviously, it's been updated and modified quite a bit for this, and as far as anyone knows, it's potentially some cinematic work that was done for the Vex Void cancelled DLC in D1, but nonetheless, it's a really cool trailer. And alongside what Eris says right there, the description reads, "The Garden of Salvation is only the beginning. Season of the Undying, which is Shadowkeep's first seasonal content offering, starts on October 5th, and all purchases of Destiny 2 Shadowkeep include a season pass." Separate to that, Shadowkeep actually launches on October 1st. And so it looks like the raid is part of the seasonal content. But really excellent trailer there, guys. Let us know your thoughts about it down below. Next up though, there was another new trailer, and this is the Gamescom trailer. We'll run it very briefly here and then we'll talk about a couple of things that we see.
Something wicked has awakened. Nightmares plague our galaxy. Your past confronts you, Guardian. Put an end to it. Haven't seen darkness. Not yet. A great battle approaches.
Of course, we see a bunch of nightmares on the moon, in an area that looks very similar to the Abyss in Crota's End, with what appear to be the nightmares of Guardians floating above that bridge, so that's pretty curious in itself. Plenty of cool footage on the moon, some finisher gameplay. Here, we see the Warlock fire a new Void rocket launcher. As far as we can tell, it actually looks kind of like Nova Bomb rounds firing out of the thing, so it starts out as one projectile and then sort of explodes. Not dissimilar to Gjallarhorn, kind of like a Void Gjallarhorn, really. And so yeah, that's potentially pretty interesting. Here we see some Guardians with Vex armor, so the Titan right there with some very curious looking stuff, as well as the Warlock and the Hunter, and we also see that heavy bow that they teased to us before, as well as the Monte Carlo. Of course, we get a preview of plenty of Nightmares, as well as some of the Garden Vex. And so yeah, generally a pretty cool trailer right there. We even get a preview of the Digital Deluxe items at the end of the trailer. And now the final thing I wanted to touch on would be some new images from the Gamescom press kit for Shadowkeep. So some things we should look at initially, we have the Phoenix Cradle. This is actually a look at a new Titan exotic. And it comes with a perk called Beacons of Empowerment. The description is partly obscured right there, but your Sun Warrior benefit lasts twice as long. And allies who pass through the Sunspot also gain the benefit of Sun Warrior. And so that's pretty cool, we see some new mods kind of equipped there. But then we get a look at a couple of legendary pieces. So we have the Dreambane Hood. This is the Warlock helmet from the set that comes from the moon, and we also see some new mods here. So enhanced Voltaic Ammo Collector, is that how you say that? Actually appears to be potentially a raid mod, only active in Garden of Salvation, greatly increases the chances of finding heavy ammo, while you have the Voltaic Overflow buff, and multiple copies of this mod stack to increase this benefit. And so there's an interesting new mod we get a look at, obviously geared to some of the endgame content. And then we see the Dreambane Cowl, of course the Hunter Mask at 950 power, and we've got an Intellect mod right there, and of course that'll increase the cooldown of your super. But then scrolling through, we get a look at the Black Garden right here, looking really, really cool. very kind of mysterious location, as we can see. What appear to be some Garden Vex invading the moon. We can see this giant Minotaur is actually turning into a tree. Of course, we're seeing the biological element of the Black Garden there. They look really cool. And also the Warlock is holding that kind of crit spot specialized heavy trace rifle. Then as we scroll through, we see new locations on the moon, Guardians with new gear fighting some of the enemies that we'll see. Also, we get a good look at Eris Morn in a new vendor location on the moon, so she's definitely going to be present on the surface of Luna, ultra high definition version of Eris for Shadowkeep. And then of course we see various finishers and things like that in the images right here. And so guys, that is going to round up what I wanted to touch on in this video. Obviously a lot of stuff to take in, just like last week. It has been a fairly busy one. But be sure to stay tuned here on the channel because, as always, I'll be keeping you posted on the rest of the news and any other stuff that we might get during Gamescom this week. But if you've enjoyed the video, guys, a rating really helps me out. Thanks a bunch for all the support recently. You've been absolutely crushing it. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. And thank you for always turning up, dropping all those likes, comments, and all that good stuff. I'll do my best to keep you updated nice and quickly. For now though, guys, whatever you get up to, I hope you have an awesome day.